3.6 The Chain Rule, Part 1. We know how to find the derivative of this function. The derivative of x to the fourth is just 4x to the third. But what if it wasn't x, but a polynomial to the fourth power? How do we handle that? Well, the idea is to use this kind of comparison. If y is 3 times faster than u, and u is 2 times faster than x, we say that y would have to be 6 times faster than x, 3 times 2. So the rate of change of y with respect to u, if that was 3, and the rate of change of u with respect to x, if that was 2, then we would conclude that the rate of change of y with respect to x would be 6, 3 times 2. And that's the idea behind the chain rule. And I'm going to use that idea for this problem. Well, what you do is you look at the function and you look inside the function. Inside the function is 5x squared plus 3x plus 2. And I'm going to give that inside piece the name of u. Then y can be written as u to the fourth power, where u equals that polynomial, 5x squared plus 3x plus 2. Then I'm going to use this multiplication idea of multiplying rates. So we need to find dy du. What is the rate of change of y with respect to u? And then du dx. What's the rate of change of u with respect to x? So we find those pieces. And then we use the chain rule. Dy dx, the rate of change of y with respect to x, is going to equal the product of the rate of change of y with respect to u times the rate of change of u with respect to x, which we get right here, 4u to the third times 10x plus 3. Now, the only thing that's left for us to do is u was just used to help us find the derivative. So let's replace u with what it is, 5x squared plus 3x plus 2. And that is the derivative that we're looking for. So let's see if we can generalize this. The power rule that we have is the derivative of x to the n with respect to x. That's just nx to the n minus 1. We now have what's called a general power rule that comes from the chain rule. The derivative of u to the n, and keep in mind u is some function of x. The derivative of u to the n with respect to x, that's n u to the n minus 1 times the derivative of u with respect to x. Now let me see if I can help you use this. All right, here's another example, very similar to the first one. Name the inside. That inside is going to be our u. Now, I'm not actually going to write down u, but I want you to keep in mind that that's our inside, okay? So our inside is 6x to the third plus 3x plus 1. Using the general power rule, we've got 10 times the inside to the 9th power times the derivative of the inside. Okay, so let's break this up into pieces. So we brought down the 10, and then our new exponent is 10 minus 1, 9. Now what we do is we multiply that by the derivative of what's inside. And when we do, we get this derivative, 10 times the inside to the 9th power times the derivative of the inside. Now I'm going to stop here, and I will see you again in part 2 of the chain rule.